Hi, today we're doing joins. Naaxiin has a lot of joinery, and in the upper part of the shield we did step joins. And today I'm going to demonstrate the interlock joins. And so I started on the far right of my row, and I did the side. Remember, I did earlier in a video, I demonstrated what I'm going to have to be doing with the interlock joins on the side. And now we're starting to do the interlock joins along the row of copper shields. And so I started on the far right and wove those side borders, and then I grabbed the interlocked with the black, and the black went and turned, and then went and interlocked with the first shield, and then that blue turned and interlocked with the black background area wefts, and then that blue weft, after the interlock join, that blue weft returned to its right facing position. And that's what we're going to do here. And all of the wefts at the end of this one row, that will take a long time, so you won't see me doing a complete row in this video, but that's what I'll be doing. I'll show you a section of what the interlock joins are, and then I'll be going all the way across to my left side, and then I'll do interlock joining and back and forth with the side borders on the left side, and then the black, it interlocks with the black on the left side, and then the black turns around and faces right. So then I go back, completely back to my right side. I don't weave back to my right side. I position myself back to the right side and attend to the right side borders, and then it's the passing along. Like I say, there's no baton passed, but you're heading and weaving, and they're interlocking with each other in such a manner that I just feel like they're passing the baton as you're weaving along. Anyway, it's a long process. It does. You're having to deal with a lot of braids. So you'll see every time, especially, like I said, every time that you're surrounding an object of an area of color in the naaxiin, it's always surrounded by braiding. So when you're shaping, when you're shaping a shape, then you're going to be dealing with those braids every time. Every time you do an interlock join, you're going to do braiding. And because of that, the next few rows of this robe will take a long time. Probably each row will take more than an hour. But it doesn't, there aren't that many times when you will have that much things to do when you do these rows. Anyway, it all is quite complicated and takes a while, and that's why these robes are treasured, because a woman's 2 years of a woman's time should be treasured. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so here's the weavers that just got through with the interlock join here, and now they're weaving to the left. So we weave almost to where there will be join action, and then there is the braids. So we have the black braid, and the action one is the top one. It's going to go to the left of its partner, to the right of its partner, and drop. Now the next one I pick up will be the white 3-strand. And there's 2 whites, so it's really important to pick out the correct white. The top one goes to the left of its partner, to the right of the bottom, and then just drop. And now I have those little filaments of copper. So it goes to the top one is the action one. It travels through its partners, left and right, and then drop. Now I have another white. It goes to the top, goes left, right, and drop. And now the black. Left, right, drop. The blue. Top goes to the left of its partner in the middle there, to the right of the bottom one, and then just drops. Now, I've got 6 braids here. That's a lot of braids. So, I usually, when I have such a large amount of braids, I divide them into where I'm going to catch them. I will take 3 and catch them on the blue side. So I'll take the blue, white, and black on the blue side. So when I weave, and these weavers are facing right, so I'm going to weave to the right. And when I get to that last blue, the last warp that's going to be part of the blue shield, then I pick up the blue, black, and white braid tails and enclose them. Then I'm going to do a half turn where the front, the top one, or the action one, goes over the back one, and I call it the back because it's coming up out of the back. So I do a turn, I drop that action one, and it becomes a tail. Now I come over here and pick up the black weavers that are weaving in the left direction. And I see I have 2 warps to collect. And with these warps, I'm going to collect the black, white, and the copper, as well as the blue weft weaver that got dropped. So I collect all of those in my last twine of the black side. And then I do a naaxiin turn. I come here and go behind 1 warp because that's going to break that pair above, and start weaving towards the right. Okay, so that'll be waiting for the next row. So here I pick up that blue weaver from those braid tails, and I had enclosed it. So I know every time when I make a interlock join, this weaving weft will go back. And in this case, it'll go back and behind 2 because that breaks a pair above. Okay? So it goes back. I collect its partner, its weaving partner, and then I start weaving to the left. Okay. So then I'll drop these and I'll attend to the braids on this side. So this one goes over, under. So over the middle, under the front one. So then I pick up the next yellow or white, and I've got 2 whites here, so it's really important to pick up the correct one. And that's why I like to keep them with a slip knot together, and that helps me. So I'll take this back one, which is the action one. It's going to go over the middle, under the front one, and then drop. Now I'm going to pick up the next group. Oh no, that's right. I have the copper filament. So I grab that copper filament, and the back one is the action one. It goes over the middle, under the last one there, and drop. Now here's the next 3 whites. The action one's this back one. It goes over the middle, under, and then drops. These filaments get in the way sometimes, but okay. Here is black, the fine black. Pick them up. And the action one goes over, under, and drop. Now the blue, over, under, and drop. Okay, so now I always like to approach my joins, no matter where I'm joining. I as a habit, want to be consistent with how I approach those joins. So I always approach my joins from the left. Like I pick up the left weavers and travel to where the join happens. And I see that I've got 2. And with this last one, I'm going to enclose the white, the black, and the copper. Okay? And then a turn, like a half turn. So it's a half naaxiin turn, I guess is what it would be, because it turns, the action is over the back, and then that drops. So now I pick up the blue weavers, and I weave to where I'm going to join. And I see that in this, I have 2 of the blue shield warps here, and with those warps I'm going to enclose the blue, the black, and the white braid tails, as well as this weaver weft that got dropped. So I'm going to enclose them and do a naaxiin turn and go behind one, which will break the pair above. And now I'm weaving to the right. Okay, so they're ready for the next join. So I come back here and I've got to find that weaving weft. And there it is. I can tell right away that it's the weaving weft because it's so much bigger than the braid tail. Okay, so I grab that, and I know that when I make a join, the weft that got enclosed is always going to be the one that gets brought to the back, and in this case it goes behind two. So I grab its partner and off we go, weaving left to the next join. So there we are. Those are the joins. And as you see, that's a lot of braids to attend to, but that's how naaxiin is. A lot of braids to attend to.